What's the ruling here?
p.m. they're opening this thing. That's my only grudge. It's like we can't open this thing at 6. You know how fucking hard would that be to open this fucking puppy at 6? I don't know.
It's partially my fault, but we turned into a senior citizen podcast fast.
Oh yeah, man. I've got a dentist appointment and a ears, nose, and throat appointment this week.
Back in last place. This is his second shot at the first. Oh, almost got a chance. Oh, fabulous! Reverse engineering.
Top of the day, and I feel like the vibe I go for these days is like the Sydney Adams of golf. This is the Swiftly Tech tank top with the HR Hottie Hot skirt and the little crossbody. I'm just wearing Davis's like Elon football hat with a cute little 17 for an all black moment. I love this outfit because it looks like a one piece. I always accidentally bring home my glove, so I remembered to get that out of my bedroom, thank God, but we're ready.
This guy. Look at this guy trying to figure that.
By the time he gets it on,
This guy's struggling.
Don't suffocate him.
Look at his buddy. Look at his buddy laughing at him.
It's like, how many does it take?
Look at his buddy. Hey, pal, keep your poise. What are you doing?
This is what friends are for.
Oh,
right?
our man is ready.
He made it.
He's ready for the second round. It's so great. This is where we need Peter Alice.
Yeah.
A few weeks back, we actually got a chance to be one of the first to play the new Gil Hanse 9-hole course called Circle T Ranch. It's actually located on the Perot Family Ranch in Alliance, Texas. I had no idea what to expect, but was absolutely blown away when we first heard the thud of sand-capped turf in the middle of a working ranch. The greens were beyond pure. Gil had some really fun stuff cooked up, including this hole that goes directly over these trees. This man-made barranca that you never would have guessed was not natural. It was just really cool to see Gil freed up from some of the constraints of par and conventional design. He just seemed set on creating some fun and interesting golf shots for players of all skills. The course is used for private events. Schwab is actually moving their headquarters to within earshot of this place, and it was an absolute treat to walk the course with Gil. And we'll see how long this one holds up. For all we know, it's probably already broken.
Oh, yeah. You ever held a course record before?
All right, we got a bunch of new golf clubs. We're going to do what's in the bag. Let's get right to it.
First things first, the big dog, we got the old TSI 3 8th degree driver. All right, next up we got the 3-wood and hybrid. 3-wood's also a TSI 3, and then the old 2 hybrid is actually a Wilson 2 hybrid, the old Wilson D9 17 degree. For pitching wedge through 4-iron, we got the old Wilson Staff CB forged. And then wedges, we got the Vokey SM9s, 50, 56, 60. For the actual bag that we're keeping everything, I'm rocking the Stitch SL1. Material's great, super nice, super lightweight, water resistant as well, which I absolutely love. Been rocking Stitch bags for a while now, so pretty cool that they're sponsoring the channel here. So if you haven't checked out Stitch bags, definitely check them out. All right, the flat stick, we got the old Scotty Cameron Phantom 11. Just got this guy, he is hot off the press.
Here's a great drill to feel your arms and your body work together in the swing.
When I first heard about this rubber band, flexi band drill, I didn't try it out for over a year. I didn't have a stretchy band and I put it off, and man, I regret doing that. This is one of the best drills to get you synced up in your golf swing, to get you feeling like your body and your arms work together, to feel like you can really compress a golf ball, and to get a whole lot more consistent. As you just put this band, it doesn't matter what thickness, what strength of this is, I'm gonna wrap it around the toe of the club, and then I'm gonna come around the face 3 or 4 or 5 times really tight. Now from there, I'm gonna go ahead and set this club down, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull a little bit of tension with this, and then I wanna go ahead and put the other side under my left armpit. Now what I have to do with this drill, even though it looks a little bit goofy, is now I have to have that connection. As soon as my arm flies away from my body and I chicken wing, that pops out and you get immediate feedback from that. I want to get in there nice and tight to start. I'm only going to be able to go back to about right here. And then I'm going to come through, and I'm only going to be able to come through to about right there, maybe a little bit farther than that. That's when I'm connected in the golf swing. And you'll feel like your body opens up and the club just tracks right along with it. You'll also notice when you do this, I'm not going to flip at all. As soon as I flip the club, my arm loosens up and that band flies out. I'm not going to do a lot of the things that I don't want to do in the golf swing when I do this drill. You'll also notice that if I can keep that club's shaft in front of this stretchy band, that's going to make sure that I have forward shaft lean as I'm doing this. So I can even hit a couple golf balls if I get it wrapped around there fairly tight. Use a middle iron, 6-iron, 7-iron, 8-iron, and then just go halfway back and halfway through. Just like that, really compressed. You're gonna get some really nice feels when you're doing that.
Oh, you hit it perfect!
That was pretty fucking
Sit!
Keep going.
Dartsman!
Wow.
Dartsman! Come on, Dartsman!
All right, Mart just threw the dart of his life, so we've got to throw some darts back in the face.
This is Flarf needs to make an appearance.
That was a great ball.
That looks like Flarf territory.
Don't spin! Don't spin!
They look mad.
Are you kidding me? Griff's such a cuck. Dude, Griff just flarfed just so hard. We just got flarfed.
Oh! Flarfed him! Oh, I flarfed him. I just flarfed him. Mart hit the shot of his life, and I just said, you know, let's go ahead and flarf him back.
We're not going to go good?
No, we got to see it.
He didn't want to go good.
Wow, dude, this is so sad.
Hole 5 at St. Andrews Old Course in this 2-man scramble. Currently 3 under through 4 holes on an early 59 watch. Par 5 here. Stevens drive found the fairway. My drive pulled this one left. Rolls into the rough. We went with Stevens here. 3 hybrid in. Bounces on the green. Rolls out a little bit. Good shot there from Steven. My shot here, also with a 3 hybrid. Did not hit this one well. Came up way short. So we took Stevens' eagle putt to get to 5 under through 5. Needs to sit. Good pace there. In for birdie for sure. My eagle putt on a great line to the left of Stevens, but comes up short. Also in for birdie. 4 under through 5.
everyone. There is some big news coming out of the golf world today. Jay Monahan met with the media and outlined some big changes coming to the PGA Tour. So let's get right into them. And shout out to my coworker Dylan DeChair for writing all about this. Here are 10 changes you should be aware of. First, we now have official top players. And for next season, that just means anyone who finishes in the top 20 of the PIP, the current one and the revised one. That's right, the Player Impact Program is getting jacked up. 20 players instead of 10 will get money, and the money has gone from $50 million to $100 million. That's effective immediately. Social media doesn't really matter anymore, and if you want to get the bonus, you need to play in the elevated events and 3 non-elevated events. The 12 elevated events were also announced. The purses for these events are at least $20 million and feature the top 20 players in the PIP as long as they qualify. These elevated events include the playoffs, the Genesis, the Memorial, the Arnold Palmer, and a couple others. Next up is the fact that we're going to be seeing the top players even more. They've got to play in 12 elevated events plus 3 non-elevated events, plus probably the players and the majors. All fully exempt tour members will get $500,000 as part of the new Earnings Assurance Program. That's credited against their on-course earnings, so it'll all even out at the end of the year, as long as they play in 15 events. There will also be stipends for all other tour members. So if you're not fully exempt, but you have some status and you miss the cut, you'll make $5,000. This is good for travel and other tournament-related expenses. Next up, we have a little change to the Tour Championship, and no, it's not the scoring. But if you make it to East Lake, you'll now have a 2-year PGA Tour exemption. So even if you don't play well the next season, you're still on tour for the following year. And if you make it to East Lake, you get to play in the Century Tournament of Champions. Next up is about lifetime memberships to the PGA Tour. Get to 20 wins and you're in for good, so congratulations to Rory McIlroy, who earned that today. Of course, you cannot be on the Live Tour to get that perk, so sorry to Justin Johnson. Jay Monahan also made it very clear that any Live player who wants to come back after hearing about these changes can't. And finally, we're getting some Monday Night Golf. The Tomorrow Golf League is owned by Tiger and Rory, and it'll be a stadium-style team event that kicks off in January of 2024, so keep your eyes peeled for that.